What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Big D here. It's time to review Arrow Season 3, Episode 18, titled Public Enemy. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, I invite you guys to go to the cw.com/arrow, watch the full episode there. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and the final score at the end. Real quick, other CW shows I review, Supernatural and The Flash, check them out, man. And let's get right to it. Holy crap, what an episode. So a lot of stuff happened. It's Roy and just Felicity and Ray, and I mean it's just let's get into it, and then I want to know your guys' thoughts. So first off, obviously from last week, Ray gets injured. He saves Felicity. Obviously, Ray gonna get some later. There's a flashback where Shadow has a twin. Obviously, season 2 Shadow, Slade's lover, Oliver's lover, both. So Shadow has a twin, and her name is May. Pretty cool. So shoot to kill basically Lance is back to, like he's being a douche basically and being like, we're gonna get the arrow, shoot to kill. And just Paul Blackthorne, man. He's a god. He's awesome. Ray has a blood clot, so it's very scary at this point because, well, he's not gonna die because you're like, oh, he's gonna be in the spinoff show. Why are we getting all worried? And he talks about the nanobots, and like he has these nanobots. He tells the doctor, and he's like, what if I inject it? It'll go and it'll shrink the blood clot. And he's like, that's impossible. And I'm like, oh, if only he knew he was the Atom and could build a suit, he could be like, no, it's not impossible. So Arrow and Co. By Arrow and Co. I mean obviously Black Canary and the team, Diggle and all that. Arrow and Co. fight Maceo and the League on top of a rooftop. Roz comes and Roz was just in the middle of a rooftop and he's just talking to Oliver like, no, my boy, you will live the rest of your life in a cage. You will not take me prisoner. Oh, I won't. And then the cops come with a helicopter, and I was like, that's so... I was, like, smiling the whole time, because Ross, just the way... At first, when Matt Nable, when he started playing Ross, I was kind of like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know how Ross should be shown. I don't know how he should be... I don't know the way we're supposed to feel for him, how, he's supposed to be connected, or how is he better than Liam Neeson. And then now looking at him, I'm kind of like, he's kind of better than Liam Neeson. I got used to this Roz already. He's pretty badass, So he's really good. He's doing the character justice for sure. So Lance and obviously Lance and police attack. And there's a chase and the Arrow escapes. And obviously Roy is left again. I just laughed because it's just so funny. Roy was left again. That's so awesome. There's a flashback where May is talking to Oliver and the fat little pudgy kid of Maceo's son, and I think his name's Toe or something, Tahoe. And basically she's like, I need closure. What happened to my sister? She's been missing for 3 years. So basically he has a tattoo on his back, and she sees that he has the same tattoo as Shadow did. So connections. Basically, the League takes Lance, and Roz reveals Oliver's secret to Lance. And I love how he's like, you suffer from false perception. And it's just, it's so intense, guys. So, basically, Laurel ends up finding out that Lance knows, and then Ray is talking about, like when he's about to get the, blood clot looked at, he's like, maybe I should have my own reality TV show. I just love that. That's just, Ray is always funny. Like, Brandon Routh knows how to bring that humor in, even when it's supposed to be so serious. That's just what's so awesome about his character and himself. So Felicity ended up, Felicity's mom's back, and she's with the doctor and everything, doing her thing, what she's been doing for the last 50 years. And then, so, the Felicity puts the nanobots inside Ray, and basically he has little side effects, he's all shaking and everything, and blood clot's gone. So the police is at club verdict. Oliver runs for no apparent reason, really. Obviously could just hid behind the bar, but whatever. There's a flashback where May calls the police, wrong idea, because that means Amanda Waller sent her people to shoot and kill. So there's a shooting. The whole city knows that Oliver is the Arrow now. It's known that, like, okay, we're coming after him. Oliver is the suspect. There's a flashback where Maceo and Tatsu return and they save Oliver and May, and obviously their son. Ray says, I love you to Felicity, and she just walks away in a kind of way, kind of like, oh, I'm going to go get something outside. Thank you so much. And again, it didn't have that effect, when Oliver said, I loved you to Felicity. It was like, oh, this was he was so fast, he was like, that's why I love you. I mean, it was just kind of so, that's why I love you. Instead of like, Slade took the wrong girl. I love you, Felicity. Like that type of slowness to, that's why I love you, type of thing. You see the difference. But of course, that's Ray between Oliver. Obviously, Ray's not going to get with Felicity. So Oliver turns himself in, and basically, he's in the interrogation room, and he's talking to Diggle and all them, and he's basically like, "You followed me this far. Follow me just a little bit further." Where towards the end, there's a flashback where he tells the truth to May, and it's a very emotional scene, and basically she's like, "Thank you for telling the truth. The truth is so powerful," and that's basically what he said to the Arrow team. He's like, "The truth is so powerful, So, copyright infringement. Lance and Oliver talk in the back of a transport. They're getting transported, and basically, it's just an intense scene about why you're the Arrow and everything, and what you did, and on that island. And then Roy ends up going on top of the van. He jumps in front of Lance after they get down, and he says, "I am the Arrow. You got the wrong guy." And he gets arrested. A lot of stuff happened in this episode, man. Let me get started with my pros. Holy crap. First off, that ending with Roy. Now, I know what you guys are saying, but Lance was like, "You're the guy in the red hood. I know it. Don't act so surprised." And now you're thinking, well, doesn't that mean that Lance knows that he's not the Arrow? But then again, he's going to jail in the next promo, like you see Roy in jail. So obviously, then, just the writing-wise. But I love the ending. Honestly, like I said, the Ra's al Ghul one was the best ending, but this kind of tops it already, man. This is the best ending of an episode for Season 3. You just topped it, man. I just love it, because this was the first time when I saw it, I just laughed. I was like, I kind of giggled real loud. I was like, I didn't even know what I was laughing at. I was like, that's smart. I was kind of sad, because like, oh, Roy, just when you were getting interesting, not with Thea, but with, getting left behind and everything, now you're going to be left behind and raped in jail, so congrats. The action in this episode. One thing I love about Arrow so much, and The Flash, and all other CW shows, is that you can actually see the action. It's not just camera, boom, boom. No, it's the camera stays for like 4 or 5 seconds, and it shows hitting actual impact. That's what I like about the action, and the the bullets, and just the way that it's all done. The choreography, I think it's very well performed. Also, Detective Lance, Paul Blackthorne, he shined in this episode, man. Just the end when he's talking to Oliver, and he's just doing that face, and just how you remember Lance earlier this season. He was so lovable, and now he's just a douche. That's all he is. He's just a douche now. Like, he's back to that season 1, and he made that sense because he was like, "For 1 year, I wasted you made me look like a fool, and another year, I'm your friend. I work with you. I'm your accomplice." Which season 1 he was after him. Season 2 he helped him. Now, I was like, I see what you did there. Smart. Ha! So Lance is amazing. First off, Ra's al Ghul, holy crap. Matt and Abel, we need more of you. Don't leave us. Stay for 8 more seasons, please. Also, the flashbacks. The flashbacks were so freaking intense, man. Just from the action to the emotion to just the intensity of the meaning of truth and of closure. So that was really well done. The effects and the chases and the filming of how that was done, and the camera angles and the camera and the direction and the directing of this episode is very well done. It's not disappointing. It's actually fun. It's entertaining, and it keeps you guessing on what's going to go down and how it's going to go down. Also, Ray. I think that Ray, again, Brandon Routh, the humor brings it so well, and the emotion that all the characters bring, and just the acting and the direction on where this show is going, because what we got, like 1922 to 122, 23, 5 more episodes left this season. That's it. 5 hours of Arrow to conclude this season. 5 more hours, guys. Then we're going to have to go, 6-7 months of a wait? So it's very intense, guys. The only con, really, that I have is, and I'm no hate to the actress, but Felicity's mom, it was cool to have her in here, but was she really needed? Like, it is like, we must go with Felicity's mom, really? Out of all the guest stars, you couldn't bring Iris in here for The Flash, or Joe West, or it has to be Felicity's mom in this specific episode. And part of the chase kind of just like in the way of like I know, like right after Lance was like shoot to kill the arrow, and then they don't even shoot the arrow because he's like, no, hold your fire, because of course Black Canary Laura was there. But then again, I was like, didn't you just say shoot the arrow, shoot to kill if you have to? And it's just like, everyone's right there. Are you gonna shoot him in the leg or something? And he's just like, hold your fire. I'm like, wow. The writing, guys, the writing. Overall, I'm very proud of this episode, man, and this makes me proud to be an Arrow fan, honestly, because Green Arrow is my favorite DC comic book hero. He is. It was before, actually, just made me discover how awesome he was, and every time I play Injustice, I'm that Green Arrow, baby. I gotta be that Arrow. Anyway, I'm gonna give this episode an A+, because I'm not trying to be what's it called, what's it called, a tomboy, not tomboy, what am I saying? Trying to be a what's it called? A player? No, not a player. A pacifist? No. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like a, oh my gosh, I'm a fan of this show, watch it. I'm not saying like, I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, it's an A+ because it is one of the best episodes out of the season, if not the best episode out of Season 3 so far. And no doubt about it, next week will top it. Or it'll return April 17th? It'll return in 2 weeks. Next week, no Arrow, but the week after that, I'll put it after the video. But it'll return in 2 weeks. So, is it the best episode of the season? For me personally, yes. And it will get topped by the end of the season. I know for sure. But it's getting to that Season 2 level. It's not beaten Season 2 yet, but it's getting to that Season 2 level already. And also, one other con, how does Lance go to Nanda Parbat so quick and then returns back from Nanda Parbat? Because he was in Nanda Parbat. That wasn't the warehouse, right? It didn't look like a warehouse when he was being told about Oliver. Was it? It looked like Nanda Parbat. I'm just saying. Welcome to Nanda Parbat. Anyway, A+, guys, 9.95 out of 10. Hope all of you enjoyed. Comment down below, let me know what was your favorite part of Arrow, and what do you want to see about Roy. Maybe he'll meet Jax. Maybe we're in that timeline of Sons of Anarchy back when in Season 5 or Season 6 when he was in jail, you know. Maybe they'll team up, you know. Anyway, until next time, spot you with you always. Furious 7 this weekend.